Okay, I'm Sitirma Farhani and now I'm going to talk about Papuan in Yogyakarta. As we know that Indonesia is a rich country. Indonesia has more than 17,000 islands which lived by more than 200 million people. And every place or island has different culture which make Indonesia has a lot of culture, religion, language, ethnics, and so on. And as you can see from the picture that Papuans are having demonstration because they are discriminated by the local people. There are a lot of Papuan who come to Yogyakarta to get or to continue their study, but they cannot get or find the lodge for them to stay. It has happened because the stereotypes of the local to see Papuan as a rude or bad person, and also because their appearance or the skin color is different with the local. And the local also think that Papuan don't like to interact with the local or even with others who have similar or same appearance. Papuan feel that they are not accepted in Yogyakarta, but after they got a privilege from government, Papuan get special treat from police. For example, when they do not wear helm when they are riding, the police sees them, but the police do not ticket them. But when the local do, it is different thing. And of course, it will make jealousy between the local and Papuan. So don't be racist and do not discriminate others, even they are different, and just be a good to everyone, because differences make our country great. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Hoirunisa Benandra Sari. Here, I will share you some indications of cultural communication. Some exist from my own experience. Let's get started. For the first, in school, I have friends from various regions, such as from Bali, Jakarta, Pare, and so on. So I can get information that I do not know yet. Sometimes my friend had a birthday, and when it was one of my friends from Jakarta said, "We have to celebrate birthday. What if we all make a party at home here?" And I said, No. When our friend our birthday, we should not celebrate with a party. Just in prayer, may God bless her. At the time, my friend didn't agree. Why? In Jakarta, every person whose birthday is always in celebration. And after I explained, she understood. And the second, my own experience, when my sister getting married, the sister introduced her partner from Batak to my parents. Then my parents disagreed because he from Batak people. People from Batak that they are rough. With that perception, we who do not like the rough people always try to avoid communication with the Batak people. So, communication with Batak people cannot take place smoothly and effectively. As smart people, we need to understand and appreciate about communication, especially if we communication with other people with different culture with us. That's all from me. Don't judge every different culture, and thank you.
Hi, I'm Shelma Fauzia Taufik, and I will give you 3 examples of intercultural communication in everyday life. First is about greeting, say thank you. For some people, say thank you is enough only by expression or gesture. But for some people from another culture, which is considered that greetings are important, it can be a big problem. They will consider you as a rude and unrespectful person if you don't say thank you to them. Yeah, absolutely, because I had my own experience about it. When my friend borrowed my stuff and she just walked away after returning it, and it makes me very upset and thought I don't want to lend my stuff again to her. The second example is about the English word pronunciation. Of course, because this is the most thing which is always happen around us, and there are two examples about it based on my experience. First is Wi-Fi. This has happened when my friend come to my lodge. Some of them called Wi-Fi by Wipi or Wi-Fi. And when I tried to correct them to say Wi-Fi, they said, I'm Sundanese, I'm not British or American, so I said Wipi. I said, alright, whatever. And the last experience happened when I shopped a bird feed in a small shop near to my house. The brand of the bird feed was Fancy. When my mom said there's a lot of fancy bird feed in the shop, but when I asked to the seller, he said there's no bird feed named Fancy. Then he showed me all the bird feed that he has. And right, there's a lot of fancy bird feed like my mom said. And I said to the seller, this is fancy. This is what I'm looking for. Then he said, no, that's punchy, not fancy. Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Rati Navitasari. Here I will share you some cases in intercultural communication, and the phenomena are all based on my own experiences. The first is tourism. If we meet a tourist and we want to communicate with them, obviously we need language to connect it. Moreover, if we want to be a tour guide, English language is very important because we will face different people from many different cultures. I have an experience when I was in elementary school. I had a study tour to Jakarta, and it happened when I was in Monas. My friends and I met with a couple of tourists, and we just wanted to take a picture with them. But no one could speak English among us, so we just followed them until the end of the gate, hoping they would be understood. But in fact, they looked uncomfortable and saw us strangely. And then when I was junior high school, I have a story when I went to Dufan, exactly at Ice Age game. A tourist asked me about the position of the glasses he found while on the game rides. He spoke English and he showed me glasses. I knew he asked for the glasses position, but at that time I didn't know what should I said. So I just said no, and at the same time, I ran away from him as fast as possible. And he looked so confused and wondered, what's wrong with me? It looked weird. And then the second is family. I found the cases of bilingual couples. In this case, it's my parents. My father comes from Japanese, but he speaks Sundanese well, and my mother is Sundanese and didn't even know about the language or the culture of Japanese. But when they married, my mother started to learn the language and the culture of Japanese. Until now, she can speak Japanese well. Since young, my little sister and I have been taught Japanese, so when we come to Solo, at least we understand what they are talking and we keep in touch easier with them. But since the age of 3, we've been taught Indonesian language words because it is the bridge of our communication. Besides, we need to know local language. Universal language is the most important. In this case is Indonesian language. So the conclusion of all my story is that universal language is very important to communicate with different people and from different background culture. Besides, we need also to know about their culture. So there is no misunderstanding like in my first and second story. So yeah, that's all for me. Thank you.